Hey guys, it's Julie Saillant, your intuitive healer for your life and business. Thank you so much for coming back. I missed you all. Big giant hug to you. Thank you for being here. I am, if you don't know who I am, I'm an intuitive healer. I help people reconnect to their heart so that they can understand their gifts and find their life purpose here on planet Earth. And I am a seer. I'm someone who can speak with others if they've passed on. I'm an animal communicator and I can speak with animals if they've passed on. And I love what I do because I spent so much of my life feeling as though I was so different from everyone else. And I suffered a lot trying to figure out what my gifts were and then how to work with them. And from there, just blossoming. And so I turned my gifts off for a lot of years, and I don't want you to do that. So that's why I do what I do. And I love having you here. Thank you for all your likes and your shares and subscribes. We made it to 500 subs. Thank you so much. And we're just starting out, right? So this was all just kind of a way for me to show you what I can do so that I can help you in any area of your life, but especially professionally, especially personally. Right now, the readings that I offer are timeless. Okay. I have my whole team with me, which obviously it is God and Spirit, the Archangels, all of my animal team, and my ancestors and your ancestors as well. And in this video, what I'm going to do is do some channeling for you. I have already called in everyone. And before I get to the reading, and I do use cards, I'm not a card reader, but what they do is they help me form my questions, because what I get from Spirit is exactly what pops out for me in the cards as well. And basically we don't do, I do life path numbers here, right? So to get your life path number really quickly is you take your month, your day, and the year of your birth, right? And you add those three numbers up. So if you're born in October, it's the 10th month out of 12 months. So you'd add up the 1 plus 0, which equals 1. If you were born on the 25th day, you'd add 2 plus 5 equals 7, right? And then let's just say you were born in 1983. This is not my birthday. You'd add up 1983 all together. 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3. I think that's 21, I think. And you add up those three numbers, okay? The 1, the 7, and the 21. And then you break that down to the lowest number possible. For each life path number, you have solid attributes, right, to help the world, and you're here for a specific purpose. And then you also have a shadow side, which are things that we can work on. So what I will do is I also, because I get messages and downloads from Spirit and the Archangels, Spirit really wanted me to tell you guys and teach you about what he was saying to me, okay? And these are timeless readings. Now remember, these readings are for the collective. I'm just grabbing my book here. Hopefully this will resonate with you. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, I apologize. Hopefully the next time it will, okay? But I'm just going to pull out something, and I'm not really, I just trust him to give me what he wants you to know. And it's perfect. It says, yes, you struggled with your visions, right? Guidance comes with prayers, not blood sacrifices. He's talking about voodoo in this realm. A reason this still is so recurrent in your memory, even today, is because you saw it, you lived it, you endured it. Part of your cellular memory is so that you can feel empathy for others who are going through things. Exactly what I just said. Do you see how this works? Like, I can't make this up. I'm telling you something, and then I just open the book. These are all things that I've transcribed straight from Spirit. And this is exactly what we're talking about. This is how on point this stuff works. And I'm thankful to be a channel for Spirit and God to come through, for the archangels to come through, for your ancestors to come through, because it's not me, right? I'm just the messenger, right? But I'm very honored to do this work for you. It says, you were afraid of being outcast. You decided to learn all you could about what you are, right? And I believe that a lot of you are empathic, a lot of you are star seeds, a lot of you are here to do something amazing, but you don't quite know what it is, or you might know what it is, but you don't know how to get there, right? Or you know what your gifts are, but you don't know how to work with them. Or you know how to work with your gifts, but so what, right? Then what do I do with it, right? But again, it says you struggled with your visions. I know a lot of you right now are having visions. In the nighttime, you're dreaming a lot. Guidance comes with prayers, not blood sacrifices. And the reason this is so recurrent in your memory is even today, because you saw it, you lived it, you endured it. Part of your cellular memory is so that you can feel empathy for others, meaning that your ancestors are here and you carry their DNA in your blood, in all of their mistakes and all their good stuff that they did. You carry that with you. Many times your soul came here to planet Earth right now so that you could break a lot of this cyclical pain that your ancestors went through, that you've probably been going through. You don't know what it is. You don't even know why. All you know is you keep going around the same damn mountain and you can't figure it out. And if that's happening to you, it's because you haven't learned the lesson yet, right? You know, I always say this to everybody, and I'll say it again. We can't see our own stuff. You can see some of your stuff, but not all of it. I can't see my own stuff either. That's why coaches need help with other coaches. Everybody has to have help because I can see into you. I see into and around you. I see stuck energy that comes up a little bit as darker shadows. I see where you're clogged. I see where you have trouble speaking. Your throat chakra's closed or your heart's closed, right? Your connecting ability is off. Those are the things that I see and that I help with. All you may perceive is that something's not right and you feel like a heavy weight's on you and you can't speak your truth, right? When I was thinking about you today, before I started this reading, I always ask for your ancestors to come through. So let's do this together before I even read about what the sevens are. For those of you who are first timers, let's just slow it down and do this together because I love doing this with you. And I'm going to ask you to drop all your shields and any protection that you have. You're in a safe place. I've already called in my archangels. We're good to go. And my whole team is here on standby and my ancestors, and they don't play. You're protected. Okay. And I want you just to focus on your heart. And I really just want you to think about opening up your heart chakra and that you'll be ready to receive whatever is meant for you. Don't try to make it fit. Okay. But if it is meant for you, so let it sink in. Okay. So let's just take a deep breath in. As you do, open up your heart as big as you can. So it's bigger than your body, bigger than the room you're in, all the way up to the stratosphere. Okay. So take a deep breath in and open your heart and let it out. Take another deep breath in, opening your heart and let it out. Okay, thank you so much. That just helps us all sync up together. Now, I just want to read a little bit about number sevens and your life path because you have a very interesting life path. Okay. You guys, I have my glasses on. You guys are the seekers. Okay. You love to seek wisdom and knowledge, which is why reading and studying are so important to you. You're a very observant person who looks deeper into things to find reasons and motivations. You have a very strong mind, right? Your intuition is on point. You're very mysterious and you have a very select number of people that you talk to, okay? You love research, you love writing, you love law, you love history, but you do need silence, time alone to regain your strength. You don't like to be asked personal questions, but you always want to know about everybody else's stuff. Funny. You are very consumed with alternative healings, right? You can be overly analytical, suspicious of everything, right? And you never let your mind rest. And your shadow lies in the mistrust of the self. You're seeking wisdom far and wide, but it's blocking your own vision. In other words, you're seeking everywhere around you for the answers, but the answers are only within. But you're scared to go there. And we've all been there, right? You're scared to go there. You are someone who's here to help others. As a strong seven, you must undergo soul cleansing. To achieve mental and soul clarity, you want to gain knowledge and deeper wisdom. This desire will lead you to delve into metaphysical mysteries. Always seek a higher plane and the path of light, okay, before you accept any type of knowledge. Try to analyze the cause and effect behind it to assess whether it's truthful or not. As a 7, your pitfall is your chief negative trait may be your deep mistrust of others. Gosh, I can't relate to that at all. Kidding. You are highly introverted and can be a little bit self-absorbed and self-centered. As a result, it may be very difficult for you to adapt to new situations and changes. You may be overly critical and intolerant either of people or ideas that don't conform to yours. When you work alone, you work your best and you like to follow your own rules, right? Emotions perplex you and you don't understand the human heart very well, and neither do you show your own emotions. And the bright side is you have a very agile mind. You're gifted at research. You're always looking to discover the truth, okay? You have fantastic analytical and critical thinking skills. You judge and discriminate fairly, and very little ever escapes your acute powers of observation and understanding of deeper truths. You may be involved in the search for higher wisdom, right? And you may end up being an authority in the field, right? You excel in technical science as well as esoteric subjects. Whatever knowledge you pursue it with intensity and vigor. Your approach is to hit every situation rationally. So when I was meditating and thinking about you, what I was getting was your path. Your path is clouded, but only to you, not to me, and not to other people. It's because you're so close to yourself that you can't see where you're getting hung up. And you're getting hung up on not trusting the information that's coming forward. So in other words, you really want to go down a path and you know how to do it, but you start asking questions like, why is this here? Why is this marker here? What does it mean for me? And those are all good questions. But then you ask me, let's just say, for example, and I go inward and I give you the answer. And then 2 days later, you ask somebody else, right? And they give you another answer. And then 2 days later, another person, and they give you another answer. So now you're like ping-ponging like a ball, trying to figure out, well, who's got the right answer? Maybe they're all wrong. Maybe they're all right. What do I do? And you're kind of sitting there driving yourself nuts for no reason. If you're going to ask someone something, be prepared to accept and embrace what they're giving you because it's a gift. Now, it might not be what you want to hear. And this is almost always the case, which is why we hire people to help us that don't know us, that have no emotions in the game at all. They can see it all very clearly from up here, okay? But you have to be willing to embrace it. I chose 3 oracle cards for you, right? Because what I've done is I've got 3 cards for you. 3 sets of cards, right? So one is of the past. That's what you need to drop or learn, right? To move forward. It's a lesson. Then I've got some inquiry cards, which are questions to work on, like what you need to know moving forward. And then the last set are activation cards. And these are who you are at a soul level and what you need to move forward. But before any of that can happen, I got 3 oracle cards, and these cards are from the Earth Tarot. I don't have it in front of me. I apologize. Yeah, Earth Magic Tarot oracle cards. And the first one I got was Shaman, an ancient healing wisdom, and it shows a medicine man, and he's got the feather. It looks like he's in Eskimo almost. Ancient healing wisdom. You have shaman abilities within you. Many of you have shaman abilities within your line. If that's true, as it's true for me, you have a choice. You have free will. You can move towards that, right? And help other people and gain strength and transform not only yourself, but others, or you can ignore it. I'd like to just put my 2 cents in here while I've got your ear. I ignored mine for like 20 years. I knew I had gifts and I knew I was different, but I didn't understand how different I was. And all I could see was that my gifts were like a curse because I didn't know how to use them. And they frustrated me. And I never thought you can't make a living off that anyways. Well, back in the day, you probably couldn't, but now everything's changed, right? So if you're sitting there thinking, I know I have healing powers. I know there are things I can do. Or you think there are. I would really urge you to start embracing your gifts. Don't push them away, because I can tell you something through living it. When you don't embrace your gifts, it's like not accepting your heart. It's like your heart is in your chest and it makes everything move and makes you feel, right? Without your heart, you're just a zombie, right? So if you're a shaman or want to be a shaman or a medicine woman or a teacher or a healer or gifted, which I know everyone here listening probably is gifted in this way, empathic, maybe you see dreams, maybe you're prophetic. A lot of this is happening now because of the pandemic that we've been going through. It's making everybody wake up to their gifts. And that's why things that have been working for so long, like marriages or where you work, all of a sudden don't work anymore. Why? Because you're elevating, you're ascending, you're transforming, and the people around you are not, or you're not at the same rate, right? The picture I got for you was you were the shaman of a Native American clan, and you were the one that had to say, people, we have to go now. Pick up your teepees and let's go. We have a better place to be, or we're done here. We learned all our lessons. We have to move. And everybody respected you, and they even feared you, but that was okay. Now, as a shaman, ancient healing wisdom is within you, within your hands, within your heart, within the words that you say. You can hurt or you can heal. You can bless or you can convict, right? Think about that. That's a lot of power. The power is not the issue. It's, do you want to walk down this road? Because I can tell you for myself, I was scared to death as I really thought somebody's going to get hurt. I'm scared of what I can do. I really am. Because my grandmother was the same way. And she taught me everything. She taught me so much even after she passed away. So you have free will, but I'd like to suggest that you embrace it, because you're a smart cookie and you know you want to help people. And I can tell you that I did just like put it to the side, but it never goes away. These are your gifts we're talking about. You know, they're going to still say, Julie, I'm still here. They're never going to go away. They're part of you, right? You also got Green Man, which is synergy, which actually just shows kind of the earth in a beautiful, it looks like just loads of plants, beautiful plants. Synergy is what's needed between your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, energetically, physically, spiritually. All those need to line up. All those cups need to line up. And then you have synergy, which is motivation, moving forward, right? And lastly, how appropriate, wind activation. Wow, that is such a good picture. If you're listening to me, you unfortunately can't see the picture, but the picture shows, it looks like almost like the moon is blowing cool blue air towards the sun. And the sun is like basking in that because the sun is hot and orange. And they balance each other like harmony, perfect. And again, activation. So many of you are ready to activate right now, right now. You've already gotten the downloads. You are good to go. So if that's you, then I'd ask you what's holding you back, because every level that you go to will ask something different of you that you don't want to give. But it's worth it in the end. It's what you're here to do. It's what you signed up for. So let's go to our action cards. These are our past. This is the past for you, okay? What you need to know, or the lesson you need to learn. And one of the first ones I got was deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. And this shows a beautiful woman. She's got the moon behind her. She's on this beautiful, like blue, dreamy island. And she's standing at the edge of water, and there's flowers everywhere, and she's holding flowers. She's looking up into the night sky. deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Remember what I told you in the very beginning when I said that I was reading that all of you guys, just like us, 11s, we need time alone. And that's because we feel so much with other people's stuff out there and we pick it up, even if we don't want to. You're the same way. You're very empathic and you care a lot about people and about circumstances. But what happens is you take it to heart and you can't do that because you start carrying other people's stuff and it's not yours to carry. So you need to retreat, be alone, right? To rest and be bold and come back with a brand new face, with a brand new ability, more patience, more love, more understanding. So be cognizant of the fact that you do need time alone, and that's a good thing. You got get grounded. I can't make this up. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Is somebody in the lotus position, right? With flowers everywhere. Thinking there's a Buddha in the background. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. You need that time alone. If you don't get it, you will seriously, it's going to be bad. You don't want that. Make sure you get your sleep, right? The last one was soul family. And this is two women and they're in front of each other, like this with their hands. And then we've got two dolphins or whales behind them. Wow, it's so cool. And it says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. What did I just say? I can't even make this up. Your whole team is here for you. Your ancestors, your archangels. And it's so simple. All you have to do is say, Archangel Michael, please be with me now. Archangel Uriel, please be with me now. Ancestors, please be with me now. Please show me what I need to see. That's it. And they're there. And they'll show you. And they'll help you. They'll protect you. They love you. Let them in. These are from your past. So I would like to think that you've been working on these for a little bit of time now. You know that you're able to call in your tribe. You don't do things alone, right? You are very sensitive. You do connect with nature and you do get grounded and you replenish yourself with retreat, rest, and, to be held, right? For your activation, these are questions that go along with what I just said to work on. And the first one is birthing a new age, birthing new creators, dreaming a new world into being. And this woman, these are so pretty. She's got the rocks around her in two circles, and she's got her hands up in the air up to the heavens with all the stars. You guys are here to birth a new age. Many of you could be part of the 144,000 star seeds or your Palladian. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, a world that's kinder, a world that takes care of each other. We take care of Mother Gaia, our plants, our animals, everything. Anna, Grandmother Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundation, divine plan. There's always a divine plan for you, always. Believe it. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it. I know sometimes you feel so far away from where you think that you should be, where you think you're earning a certain amount of money and you're not there yet. You're not even close. You think that you should be doing something different and you're not there yet. And you beat yourself up. Spirit's saying, be kind to yourself. There's plenty of time. But don't stay stagnant and don't keep going around the mountain over and over. Get some help, right? You're seeding the light. Whenever I go up to the other realms and I speak to Spirit, the archangels, anybody, I'm bringing back light with me to ground to Mother Earth. She needs it to balance. And lastly, the age of light. Oh, you've been training this for years. This is something I say all the time to myself and to every one of my clients. You've been training this for lifetimes. Let that sink in for a second. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You've been here before. You see this before. You might not remember all of it, but it's coming through a little bit fuzzy. Everything that you're picking up is a lesson to move forward. And you've been training this for your whole life. All you have to do is, you are a divine spark of God. You are here living in a 3D world in this body, but your soul came to be here right now so that you could bring messages of hope and love and healing to others, whether they be two-legged or four-legged. Lastly, you got some inquiry cards, and the inquiry cards, these are the questions, right, that you want to ask and think about. And one is aligning your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And they show a woman, her face is kind of fractured. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So as I said, as you're growing, right, you're ascending, you're transforming. It's not easy. It's not rainbows and sunshine. Sometimes it's a lot of hard times. You're crying, you feel weird, you know what's going on, and it sucks. And you're confused all the time. But you can't stop. Ask them, your ancestors, to come through. Ask for help from your archangels. Ask for help from anybody. Where are you aligned? What needs to change? And then again, this one, we always get this one. Trust the niggle. What's the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And it's 3 women. What's the niggling trying to tell you? Remember what I said? Basically, if you don't take a hold of your gifts, they don't go anywhere. They just kind of go dormant until you either A, really need them, or you kind of poke your head back out, go, okay, I think I'm ready now. And either way, it's okay. It's your decision. It's your life. You have free will. You can say, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to do it. Or you can say, yes, sign me up. I totally am here for that. But I would suggest that if you'd like to, just go with it. You signed up for it. Go with it. It's only going to work in your favor. It's only going to help you. So guys, this is what I have for you. To move forward, you need to pay attention to your body, to your mind, and to the signs that you're getting. Very important. You are here to make a difference. And the only way to do that is to get answers. And how do we get those answers? You've got to go within, and you've got to be quiet, and you've got to ask these questions yourself, or have someone help you, like myself or another person that deals with sensitives, HSPs, empaths, people that really want to go to their next level. Okay, guys, I hope this helped you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm growing the channel. If you want to offer me a donation to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. The link is below. If you would like a reading, I offer single readings, or you can work with me for a month, 3 months, or 6 months. Huge, huge transformations for my clients. You can click on one of the links below and we'll make it happen. Also, if you'd like an animal session, let me know. All right, guys, thanks so much. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thanks.